Hello everyone. Today we are going to present to you a new product uh, called Yaapiyal, which is an intranet for startups and companies who are yet to form a strategic IT team. Uh, so we are based out of Coimbatore, India, okay, and you will get to know more about the team in the presentation. So let's get started. The agenda is why Yaapiyal, why did we develop this product, and who's the team behind that, okay, and what are the technologies used in developing this, and the primary platform on which it runs is Google Cloud. So we are going to explain why we chose Google Cloud and why open source. So we are releasing this product under MIT license as open source. Why? We are going to explain that, and how can you contact us, and what kind of support we can offer to the product once you start using it. So let's get started. Okay, so why Yaapiyal? We wanted our customers to move their processes and programs and applications to Google Cloud, but they were not willing to move to Google Cloud. So we decided we would develop a tool which they don't have and give it to them for free. Let them use it on Google Cloud and let their developers manage it for a few months. And if they are satisfied, then we will help them with migration of the IT infrastructure to Google Cloud. So that was the primary motive why we wanted to develop Yaapiyal. It's not more on the focus of product features or anything like that. And second is, yeah, we wanted to bring our clients to Google Cloud so that they can realize how easy it is to manage resources on Google Cloud. Okay, and again, Google Cloud is phenomenal. We have a exclusive slide explaining why we love Google Cloud in this presentation. And the third point is we wanted to transfer our process knowledge to clients via this product. We do follow quite a few processes in projects, and we want to transfer them to our client so that when they actually give us any project or work, they know what's the process we are going to follow behind that, as well as they understand the value for the processes we do, more than just looking at the code as the tangible deliverable product. We wanted our clients to think of our processes and the framework under which we execute projects. So that way we have a better understanding between us and the clients. And lastly, yes, we wanted to challenge our developers to learn Google Cloud. So that's why we started this product. Okay. So the team as of now is comprised of myself. My name is Tirukumaran Haridas. I am the founder and CEO of Novilance Private Limited. And the following are the people who support me on this project. They don't work for Novilance. Some of them work for other companies, but they willingly contributed for this product. So Robert Robinson, he was the first person I hired to work on this project, and he did a phenomenal job. When he started on Google Cloud App Engine, there was only one MVC framework that was officially supported on MVC. That is actually Django based on Python, and no other framework, MVC framework, was tested on App Engine standard, even though it supported a variety of languages. And Robert, along with Vijay and others, actually took that coordinator framework, and then he customized a few things and then ported it to Google App Engine standard and made it run completely natively on Google App Engine. That's a phenomenal feat by Robert. You can reach Robert on his website, robertrobinson.in. And next is Vijay. Vijay also was the second resource I hired in the project, and he contributed to Yaapiyal by developing all the features that you can think of in the tool. He played a very important role in the project, and you can reach him at vijay.collegechronista.com. And Nelson Albert, he has a unique combination of skills, design skills and development. So he actually designed most of the screens for it. We kind of tried out 3 or 4 themes, and he made this web application completely uh, responsive to work on various devices. So all the design credits, I think I would give it to Nelson. And Ganesh joined the team late, but he re-architected some of the technical components that we used in the project and made it run without any performance problems. And he also developed some key features. And Tamil Selvan, he is the marketing manager, and he gave us a lot of inputs to this product from a market perspective on how to onboard the clients to Google Cloud and how we should present this product to the clients and all those things. So you can reach him on pudiyavdl.in. And I want to talk a little bit about sponsoring companies as well. So Novelance Private Limited, so that's my company, and mostly I do strategic consulting for retail and textile manufacturing companies, along with technical consulting to help clients migrate their infrastructure to cloud platform. And Repute Tech, they work on advanced technological stuff, AI, big data analytics, blockchain, and other things. Okay, so they do have good pool of resources, and I hire my resources for my projects from them, and then execute the projects. So if you want, you can contact both the companies if you have any opportunities that you want us to work on. So let's move on to the next. Let us look at the technologies used in Yaapiyal. So it's a web application which is written in PHP using Code Igniter MVC framework. It is using Gentilella admin template, which is based on Twitter Bootstrap 3, and we use MySQL as the database. And in terms of Google Cloud, when we host the web application, we use Google App Engine standard runtime, and again, we just want to prove to our clients um, the billing and how cheap it is to run this application on Google Cloud. And we use Google Cloud Storage to store the files securely. And then we use Google Cloud SQL for MySQL instance, which provides a lot of features by default, including backup schedule, restore, all those things. So that's the technologies used in Yaapiyal. So let's look at why Google Cloud. So we are a big fan of Google Cloud. And I personally have been working in Google Cloud since 2014, last 5 years. So one thing I love about Google is it has data about almost anything that we need to search for. So that's one of the reasons it has data for almost anything that we search for. So that is really a big factor that lures us. So that gives a confidence that if they have a variety of data, their algorithms would actually provide a much better output. So that's, and then Google is also one of the biggest contributor of the open source world. Like every year it runs various competitions and sponsors various open source projects big time. So they are a very, very big contributor to open source world. So we are a big fan of that. And Google Cloud, when speaking to a lot of our clients, most of them had a very big concern about licensing, especially on the server side software. And we told Google Cloud in which we can use open source tools, and licensing is simple, and no audits or nothing unless you use some proprietary stuff. It's very simple to use. So, and clients are a little bit open-minded to explore Google Cloud because of that. And again, we feel it's the best option for startups and IT departments to get started because of the open source stuff, and they don't need to purchase any proprietary software to get started or any license. And then the last point we love about Google Cloud is it has very good integration with other products. Example, Google Analytics, Firebase, even Google Drive, and other things. So that's why we felt, and some of our clients were already using G Suite And again, that was one of the good points for us to convince them to try out Google Cloud. So that's why we love Google Cloud. Okay, so let's move on to find out why we released this under free and open source. So the number one, we wanted to build trust with our clients. When we approached quite a few clients who wanted us to execute some projects, or we had few products that we wanted to sell to them, the first question they said is, we will be happy to buy if you make it open source, because their previous experience with few vendors, they bought few products and the companies are not in market anymore, and they don't have the source code for that tool, for that product. So they are stuck and they have to now look for another vendor, and this actually prompted them to look for open source products. And quite a few of them, even though they are developed using .NET and other proprietary tools, they emphasize that the tools be open source if it is from a small company. And again, as organization, we wanted to learn from the internet community about the best practices, and we wanted to be led by them as well, to some extent, to bringing in the best practices into this tool. And we wanted to educate our clients about the processes we follow when they give us a project. So because lack of this education for this process actually portrays a very bad image to some of our clients, where they think that we are inefficient. Like they think like you take just 4 days to get started in a project, and then when you go live, you take a little longer, and your QA cycles a little longer. So the reason is we are trying to explain to them that agile is not the only thing we use in projects. We use few other processes, okay, so that in the long run the project can run with a very minimal person dependency. Mhm. And again, we wanted our clients to reduce the learning curve when using this product, so that way they are very familiar with most of the Google Cloud services, and they also have the source code to access those services, which they can use it in their proprietary projects. So that's why we are releasing this under free and open source. Yeah. For support and contact, yeah, for any new features and customization that you require, you can contact Nelson, and he will be happy to keep you updated about adding those features in the upcoming releases. Or if you need any customization, maybe he can uh, put together a small team to work on that. For technical inquiries about the components being used and how it works, you can talk to Robert Robinson, or you can reach Vijay Rajaratnam. And if you want to implement it, we are mostly aiming for our clients to implement that by themselves in a self-serving mode. But if you still need hands to hold, definitely we can help you. You can contact me or Tamil Chelvan, and we'll be happy to assist you in start using this product and explore Google Cloud. And thank you. Stay in touch with our website or LinkedIn. Thank you.